back with another video. Hope y'all are doing good. During quarantine. So I decided to come back with a video. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm not consistent. I have been very inconsistent, and that is very rude of me. So I do apologize, but I am going to try to have weekly uploads. There will be weekly uploads. I am going to force myself to do this because I want to do this. And I want to spread my knowledge and things I know, and I just want to share in the YouTube community because I like to do it. I don't care if I get 1 view or 1,000 views. I like to do YouTube, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make time. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna upload once a week for y'all. Today's video is going to be, as you've seen from the title, how to get a Nigerian visa. And if you didn't know, I did go to Nigeria in February. So I did just go through this process. And I was totally lost. And so I was like, I need to share how to do this. If someone else is trying to do this, I wanted to share my experience and as far as the prices, everything you need, documents, because if you don't know anything about it, it's very, very hard. It's very, very hard, and it can be discouraging, and you could want to give up. So I just wanted to come and give someone a video if you were looking for that. And also, disclaimer, if you didn't know, I am Nigerian. I'm part Nigerian before y'all come for me. I'm part Nigerian. I am Yoruba. Yes, so my granddad is from Lagos, Nigeria. So yes, that is why I went. Well, there was a reason why I went. But we'll get into that another time. And I do have my notes here, so if y'all see me looking down, don't be mad at me. But so first, when you want to get a visa, so you know you want to go to Nigeria, there's a lot of things you have to do. You can't just have a passport and go to Nigeria. They are a country where you need a visa to get in, so you would need to apply for a visa. It's not that easy. It's not like, to me, the passport part was easier, and I've already had a passport, and I did a passport video as well, which I will link below, because you do need your passport to get a Nigerian visa. You do need a passport. So that is the first step there. If you don't have a passport, you need to go ahead and get your passport, because it took 1 month to get a passport. So I've already had mine, so I didn't have to worry about that. I would also have my ticket booked already. If you want to go to Nigeria, you know the dates you want to go, already have it booked. And you need to be applying for your visa 2 to 3 months before you plan to go. I would say 2 months at the least. I would say go ahead and give yourself three months though to do all of this, to just for the visa, so you can get it on time for when you want to go. In my case, it was different. We were going for a funeral, so it was obviously last minute, and we only had about a month, really like a month, to get our visa, our tickets, everything in 1 month. Our shots, you need immunizations. So we only had a month to do all of that, which was so crazy. That's the most important thing. You need a passport. You have to have a passport. There's no other way, because that is what your visa will be in. That is what they keep to put your visa in. And there's no other way. If you don't have your passport, you cannot get a visa. So 1, passport. 2, you need a copy of your confirmed airline ticket. They will want to see that you have a place to stay. They will want to see that you are actually going. They want to see the dates, the day you leave to the day you leave to go to the day you come back. They want to know when you will be in the country. They need to confirm this. Bring printed copies of everything. Even if you don't think you need it, just bring it. I printed everything. I brought my birth certificate, my social, which you don't need those things, because in the passport is enough. But I just thought, like, let me bring all of this stuff, because I'm not sure what they would ask me for, because you just never know when you're doing stuff like this. But I'm telling you, you only need your passport. If you have your passport, that'll be enough for as far as birth certificate, socials, and stuff like that. So you do need your airline tickets. They want to know that you have a confirmed flight that is required for the visa. You do need to bring 2 passport size photos. So you could go to, and I just went to CVS and got mine. You could go to the post office. You could take them yourself, but I'm not that good, and just print them to that size. But they just have to be 2 passport size photos. You need your letter of invitation. So when you're going there, they want to know. So my visa was a tourist visa. And that is if you're going to visit family and friends, just coming to visit. So, but we did have a letter of invitation. Of course, I have family there. I'm Nigerian, so my uncle did write a letter of invitation for all of us to come, which is very good. So they know that there's someone there that's responsible for you, that you know someone there, that you're not just coming in the country and you don't really know anyone, which there's other visas for that. But if you have your letter of invitation, then that's really, really good. Also, another thing is your hotel. If you're staying in a hotel, bring that. They want to know you have a confirmed hotel. They want to know the dates of the hotel, because they want to know where will you stay when you get there. That goes back to the letter of invitation. If you have your letter of invitation and you are staying with a family member, then tell them to put that in there, and put the address that you are staying at in there as well. There were so many of us that went. We did get a hotel. We have family there, but it was so many of us, so we just decided to get a hotel. It was just easier that way. Also, if you have a large group of people going and you're saying that you're going to stay at a family's house, they may question you about where you all going to sleep, where you all going to stay. Also, you need a recent bank statement. It has to be official. I printed one. You can go online, or if you have I have an online banking, and I have the app on my phone where I can go on there. I printed one off, and she did not accept it. It was not right. That 30-day statement that you get, sometimes you get it in the mail or your email. That is not what they're looking for. When you log in your app, they want to see that. And they want it to be the most recent day when you go in there. If you go in there on the 11th, they want that bank statement to say it's the 11th, because they want to know it's current and they want to know it's yours. Also, you need to have a $500 minimum in your account. If you don't have $500 minimum, they won't accept it, because they don't think you have enough money to go on a trip. They want to make sure you have money, a place to stay when you go on a trip. So please remember that. Have $500 in that account, because they won't take it. I'm going to talk about the appointment. Once you've gotten your passport and your airline tickets, I would go ahead and make my appointment. So what you have to do, you can Google it, type in Nigerian OIS near me. So I live in the South. I live in North Carolina, and I'm from South Carolina. So the closest one to me is Atlanta. So if this is your first time doing it, you have to go to that location. But you apply online. You go online. So I had to go to Atlanta's OIS Nigerian website. I did have to, you do answer a lot of questions, and you pay $180. That is the fee for a visa. You could pay that online. Also, when you do that, they will ask you, when do you want to make your appointment to come in for your biometrics? So biometrics are that where they take your picture and they take your fingerprints. They want to do that the first time you do that. You don't have, so if you ever have to get a visa again, you won't have to go there. You could do it all online. I could have done it all online, but this is my first time going to Nigeria. So I had to get my biometrics done. We all did, me, my dad, and my son. Kids have to do it too. Once you get to Nigeria, they will check again to make sure that it matches up because of so much identity fraud, etc., etc. I suggest that you make that OIS appointment. I go ahead and make it as soon as possible because it was hard to get an appointment, and it was hard to get an appointment on the day that I need. If you want me to go into the immunizations and the shots that you need, let me know, because that's another major cost. And there was a shortage on the shots that I needed. You do need yellow fever to get in Nigeria. You need the yellow fever shot, and that shot is very expensive. And it was very hard to find around the time that we were traveling. I'm not sure if it was about the coronavirus stuff that was going on, because that was right when it started happening back in February. She did ask me if I had my yellow fever shot. It's not required to get your visa, but it's required to get in the country. She just reminded us that we did need that, or they would not let us in. One other thing you need is a return to sender envelope. A return envelope. Now that is an envelope that is already posted to the return address you want it to be. So it's wherever you want them to send your visas to. The envelope was about $40 to $50. I can't remember exactly, but it was from $40 to $50. It was pretty expensive. Allowed to use one envelope for the three of us, my son, me, and my father. So we did get one envelope, and you have to make sure it has RS on it, return to sender. One thing I forgot to add. So I have a son. He's 7 years old, and he did go. Of course, he goes everywhere with me. So we went, his was different, of course, because he's a minor. So I could not pay for him online due to the fact that he is a minor. I did pay for him when I got there. I paid his $180 when I got there that day. I did think it was weird that they asked for a letter of consent from me for him to travel. And I'm sitting there, and we have tickets to go. They asked for that, so I had to write a letter of consent for my son to travel to Nigeria with me. Yeah, so I just did it because at this point, like I said, we was rushing. I literally wanted to cry. Like, that's how the emotions were high.